everybody.
Pick that up. Let me get this first. Oh my
Yeah, I got my jammies on just for you guys and my matching buddy here. He and I like to spend Christmas together, dressed the same. He's got this cute little outfit, and by golly, we can still get it on him.
Just don't wash it and put it in the dryer.
Yeah, we can't wash it and put it in the hot heater. May not fit him anymore.
Oh my goodness.
So, Merry Christmas Eve to everybody. Quit chewing on my toes. Derecho, he says this is my favorite time of the year. Yeah. Don't you love it how he turns his head sideways? And what do you think about this? Huh? What do you think about it, Ragsy?
Hey, who's chewing on my shoe?
Yeah. We got our matching jammies on. Once again, huh? He's such a good sport, isn't he? Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas. Yeah.
Hey, that's my shoe.
Gosh, this is our, ouch, our 20th Christmas.
Hey, you're standing, you got those.
Oh, ow, hey, that's my, owie, owie, owie. You don't wear anything, hang, ouch. Martha, he's got toenail in me. Oh,
who does?
I don't know, somebody did. I'll take my,
It's these
I'll
two
take my
little,
garland and leave.
It's these two little twins.
Oh my goodness. All right, let me see if I can sit down with DeRachel. Oh my. I guess DeRachel wants us to read a story. Is that right, DeRachel? Oh, there we go. Oh, he gives you a workout. Thank you, everybody.
Don't want to cart him around too.
No, isn't he wonderful? Yeah, so what you all doing for Christmas? Some of you going away, some of you going to be with us tomorrow? Tomorrow, ouch, wait, ouch, oh, Martha,
Ow.
Martha,
Who's that?
ouch, yeah, I got a big toenail in a finger, okay.
That was
Okay.
Fern.
They're hurting me, Martha. They're hurting me.
They hurt you. You're supposed to protect Mama. Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow. I think that went into my knuckle. Yeah, it did.
That was Fern.
Yeah. Now they're grabbing.
They're gonna get
Now
you
they're
up
grabbing
pretty
my
soon.
back. Ouch. Okay. All right. All right. I get the hint. Ouch. Wait.
Yeah, maybe you should just take that
Yeah.
off.
They're getting every part of me that shows. Well, that kind of smarted. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So some of you are staying home. Steve and I aren't going to be doing too much tomorrow. I'll be out here some, but I am going to try to stay inside some and watch a Christmas movie. Usually I go in, as I go in and out during the day and watch 10 minutes here and 10 minutes here. By golly, I'm going to watch a whole movie tomorrow. Fern, did y'all see my Christmas stockings? There goes Fern. He's taken every single speck of the garland. He's awesome. Yep, so as you probably already know, I've said it. We do our Christmas, New Year, Steve's birthday, and Sammy's birthday all on January 1st. So, yeah, it's hard to take a day off though, because I know right through that door is all the kitties, and I always have to come out and check on them. Yeah, that's right, KB. Aw, it sounds like you guys are doing some fun things. Yeah. And don't forget tomorrow, for those that are going to hang out with the kiddies on the cam, at 2 o'clock is a really, really, really fun trivia. I think you'll like it and enjoy it, and just come and join us and have some fun. Oh yeah, make popcorn, watch a movie, the Z's will be one here, one here, one here, and one on my feet, one on my legs. And then Hopi comes and she does the head hat. You're going to your mom's. To Rachel, they think you look adorable. I do too. He says, well, of course, because he is. A few days in a fancy hotel, that sounds like fun too. Yep, Rachel and I have had these for a long, long time, haven't we, buddy? First time you were just a baby. You're such a nut. You're such a nut. All right, well, we have a story to read. And Cindy is the one who wrote it, and she's the same one who wrote the Halloween one and then the Thanksgiving one. And I'll start on that Christmas one here. We went to, this afternoon we saw a movie. It was the Star Wars. The Star Wars one. It was good, really good movie. Yep. I'm not sure. I might come out. You guys will probably know far more answers than what I do. Oh, yeah, see, I haven't seen the Christmas Tree Miracle one. Yeah. And The Wonderful Life, I haven't seen that at all this year. Have you, Rachel? You are such a love. All right. Well, let's get started. Can I put you down, my fella? If I had a chase lounge, I could sit here with a chase lounge with you. But I don't. How about if I push it down there for just a couple minutes, okay? All right. You're a good sport. Oh. I'll have to show you him. He's down there. And so he's looking at him like, you, what are you doing, man? Okay, well, let's get started. You know, and I'd like to also thank Martha for coming in on Christmas Eve. And
who's coming in tomorrow?
Tomorrow is, well, tomorrow morning I'll be doing breakfast and Kim will be here. And Denise is coming in to clean the main, you know, her normal time. And then Barb is coming in. And so is Peggy. And I think that's it. Yeah. Yeah, you know, I heard that too, Jamie. It's just kind of a little long, but it's exciting. The whole thing is a good movie. On the Outer Banks? Ooh. No, I'll take his jammies off. I'll show them to you one more time. Okay, folks, so this is our FFRC Christmas party. Oh, it's a Christmas party. And this is by our wonderful friend, Cindy G. And this one's like a regular book. And I have not read this. I always tell her I don't read them until I read it to you. Trivia is 2 o'clock. Yep, come and join. It's going to be, I think, a lot of people, and the topic and questions I hear is a lot of fun. You'll enjoy it. All right. FFRC Christmas Party. Christmas time is here once again. The stores are filled with Christmas decorations and playing Christmas music. This year at FFRC, the residents are having a Christmas party and everyone is invited. It is going to be the event of the season. There will be lots of food, lights, decorations, music, and of course, lots of gifts. Today, the residents are writing a letter to Santa because they want him to come to the party. After all, what is a Christmas party without Santa? It was a cold day and there were flurries in the air. It was the perfect day to plan a Christmas party, and the residents at FFRC decided to do just that. But first they needed to write a letter to Santa to invite him to the party. The gang gathered in the main area one morning to help. Derecho grabbed a pen and paper and said, "It's time to write a letter to Santa. So everyone, put your thinking caps on and let's get started. Dear Santa, how are you? This is your good buddies Derecho and the gang from FFRC. We are writing to let you know that this year we are having a big Christmas party and we want you to come. It wouldn't be a Christmas party without you, Santa. Bring your appetite because there will be plenty of yummy goodies to eat. The party will be on December 23rd here at FFRC. Come early and stay late. See you then. Love, Derecho and the gang." "Well, guys, how does that sound?" asked Derecho. "I think it sounds pretty good," said Vernon. "It's right up there with Dr. Seuss, D-Man." "Ha ha, very funny, Vern." Everyone laughed at his joke. "Keep it up and Santa will put you on the naughty list," said Derecho. "It is now time to plan this festive occasion. We can't have a party without food, so we need to come up with a menu so that we can let Mama Jackie know what we are having, and then we need to start decorating." Coralie suggested the famous KFC, also known as Kickin' Flippin' Chicken. Spiker requested an anchovy and sardine pizza, while Vernon and Canby wanted something Mexican. Mama Jackie liked the Thursday night special, so they wanted to see what the fuss was all about. The appetizers would be Pania flake nachos of course, wait a minute here. The appetizers would be Pania flakes nachos, for of course Pania would share a plate of seafood pate egg rolls for Kiera and snackers for Derecho, just to keep it more in line with their diet. Oh, and Ramsey requested shrimp bisque because it reminded him of little soups. "Does anyone else have anything to add to the menu?" asked Derecho. Whoops. Here, my boy. It's okay. It's all right. He didn't want to share, did he, anymore? All right. You're all right. You're all right. "So does anyone else have anything to add to the menu?" asked Derecho. "I do," said Hensley. He suggested pigs in a blanket. Those are mini sausages wrapped in croissant dough, and Alma, Lucy, and Marilyn wanted eggnog and hot chocolate and lots of whipped cream. "We have to be careful not to spike the eggnog," said Marilyn, "because it puts Vern in a romantic mood." Derecho wrote all the foods down the gang requested. "These are great choices for the menu," he said. "I will give it to Mama Jackie right away." Derecho took the list and went to her office. He handed it to her and said, "Well, after talking, this is what we came up with for food for the Christmas party." She took a look at the list and said, "Oh, my Derecho, you picked quite a selection of yummy food. We want to make sure we have enough because we invited Santa to the party," he said. "That was sweet of you, Derecho," she said. Mama Jackie knew she had to think quick about finding a Santa for the party. After much thought, one of the volunteers suggested that Papa Steve be Santa. "What a great idea. We can get him a Santa suit and a big sack for the gifts," said Mama. "We have to keep it a secret. Nobody can know he will be jolly old Saint Nick." Later that morning, one of the volunteers, found the letter that Derecho wrote to Santa in the outgoing mail, so she immediately gave it to Mama Jackie. Shortly after, Derecho asked if the letter he wrote made it to the post office. "I have it," she told him. "I will take care of that myself," she said. "We have to make sure Santa gets it in time for the party," said Derecho. "Don't worry," she said. "I have to run an errand, so I will drop it at the post office this afternoon." "Thank you, Mama," said Derecho. He headed back to the main area and everyone gathered around. Listen up, guys, it's time for the decorations. I will ask the volunteers to take them out and then we can all help put them up. This place is going to light up. It will be so bright, Santa will see it from the North Pole. DeRachel went over to one of the volunteers and got her attention. When she bent down to pet him, he asked her in that sweet little DeRachel way to gather all the Christmas decorations for them. How could she resist? Of course I will get them for you. After their morning snack, the volunteers brought all the boxes they could find, including a tree. Wow, look at all the decorations, the gang said. This place is going to shine like the North Star. Dig in, everybody, said DeRachel, and put decorations everywhere in the rescue center. Magic started by grabbing a string of lights and heading over to Mama Jackie's desk. He wrapped them all around and plugged them in. The desk literally lit up like a Christmas tree. He loved it so much, he decided to wrap her chair in lights too. Hey. Thank you, kids. Magic headed out front and grabbed another string of lights. He wrapped them all around Mama Jackie's chair and plugged them in. Whoa! His eyes grew big. She's going to shine like an angel. Magic went back to help the others and came across Ramsey, who was wrapping the new couch they got in lights. Magic just laughed and asked, "Need a little help, Rambo?" Ramsey got all excited and said, "Yeah, I keep getting my feet tangled." Magic wondered if he was trying to decorate the couch or himself. Coralie, Alma, and Marilyn put candles in every window, while Lucy, Panya, and Kiera lined the doorways with holly. Meanwhile, DeRachel, Spiker, and Hensley were trying to put up the tree. Vernon must have been, in the mood, as he was trying to hang mistletoe all around the main area. I bet he was looking for cuddle time with his girl Marilyn. Everyone was busy doing their part and having fun when suddenly music started playing. One of the volunteers said, "You need Christmas music to put you in the spirit." "Good idea," they said. The gang was singing along as the look of Christmas filled FFRC. Everyone laughed and smiled while watching Ramsey lay on his couch singing and rocking around the Christmas tree. Lucy suggested they put elf shoes on him so he could be one of Santa's little helpers, while Vernon said, "Let's put reindeer antlers on him, then he can fly Santa's sleigh." Ramsey was such a good sport about it. I think he just loved the attention. The gang continued hanging decorations all over. Spiker hung Christmas bells on the door going to Mama Jackie's house, while Walter decorated the kitty cabana room. He lined the windows with lights and put some stuffed animals that sang and danced on the floor. One was a snowman, and when you pressed its foot, it played Frosty the Snowman and shook its booty. The other was the chicken. It played the chicken dance. Not exactly Christmas, but what the heck. Walter remembered the time Ramsey literally danced to it. His little head bobbed around in sync with the music. Everybody was amazed at how he kept the beat as the chicken danced across the floor. That little guy sure has rhythm. Walter then hung all the Christmas stockings. Some went in the cabana room, some in the main area, and others were put in Patty's Place and Thumper's room. After a couple hours, FFRC was ready for a Christmas celebration. The only thing left to do now was to get Papa Steve to play Santa. While Mama Jackie was out doing an errand, she stopped in town looking to rent a Santa suit. Unfortunately, she wasn't having any luck because the few places that carried them already had them rented. Mama Jackie was panicked. What will she do? The party was soon and the residents were expecting Santa to show. Later that afternoon, as she updated the blog on the website, she mentioned about the up-and-coming party and the dilemma she had about a Santa suit. I guess it just made her feel better getting it off her chest. But what happened next was truly the Christmas spirit, and it showed her just how amazing the people are who support FFRC. The next morning, Mama Jackie did her usual office work And as she read her emails, something extraordinary happened. She started receiving emails about helping her with the Santa suit dilemma. Supporters from all over who read the blog felt compelled to give FFRC the Christmas they deserve and offered their help. Oh, Rachel, we got to move a little. Be careful, buddy. Mama Jackie was overwhelmed with joy, and Steve, well, he would get to be Santa after all. I think deep down he loved the idea of being jolly old Saint Nick, and none of the residents would know it was him. One email even said there would be a delivery later that afternoon of a 7-foot Christmas tree just for their Christmas event. Shortly after, boxes started pouring in with gifts for the residents and the volunteers. Everything from toys and blankets to snackers and beds for the residents to baked goods and sweatshirts for the volunteers. Wow! These would go under the big Christmas tree. Later that evening, a special delivery package came from Mama Jackie. She opened it up, and inside was the Santa suit for Papa Steve. Unfortunately, she had no idea who sent it. All it said was Merry Christmas from Anonymous. P.S. Tell Rachel I received his letter and I will see him at the party. Do you hear that? Mama Jackie was surprised by the note. After all, she never mailed the letter. She was baffled, but she was so excited about the Santa suit that she had Steve try it on. It was perfect. Well, almost. All she needed to do was stuff the front a bit to make him look more like Santa. She told him to practice his ho ho ho's because he was going to be the man, the man of the evening. The next day, Mama Jackie was telling the volunteers about the Santa suit that showed up the night before and about the mysterious note with it. She asked if any of them knew who sent it, but they just shrugged their shoulders. Did one of you accidentally mail the letter Rachel wrote? No, they said. Why do you ask? Said, I didn't mail it because Papa Steve is going to play Santa. The funny part is the note said, tell Rachel I received his letter and I will see him at the party. They all looked at each other surprised and asked, where is the letter? Mama Jackie replied, it's in my truck. I didn't want Rachel to know, we'll cover his ears, that I didn't mail it. Later that afternoon, she went out to her truck to check for the letter, and it was gone. Who would have taken it, she thought. After the volunteers left for the evening, Rachel and Magic sat and talked at Mama Jackie's desk. They discussed the party and how much fun it was going to be with Santa there. We should do something special for Mama Jackie, said Magic. Rachel agreed, but what could they do for her? It had to be something that showed her how much they loved and appreciated her. After all, Christmas is about giving. Oh, and she always gave them everything they needed. I know, said Magic. Let's get her something to remind her of us. Like what? Asked Rachel. I guess we could ask the volunteers for some ideas, said Magic. Good idea. We can ask them in the morning, said Rachel. They sat there admiring the lights for a while and then went to bed. The next morning, Rachel and Magic went up to one of the volunteers and asked what they could get Mama Jackie for a present. We want to get her something that reminds her of us and to show her how much we love and appreciate her, they said. At that moment, the volunteer had a great idea. I have the perfect gift, she said. Rachel and Magic eyes grew wide with anticipation. Wow, what is it? They asked. The volunteer gave them a picture of it. That's awesome, shouted Rachel. Can you get one for us? They asked. Sure, she said. I will order it right away. They were so excited they got Mama Jackie's gift, and it was going to be from all of them. They could hardly wait to tell the others that a special gift was on the way. Wonder what that is. Later that afternoon, the gang gathered to discuss any last-minute details of the Christmas party. Rachel stood up and said, the rescue center looks amazing. Everybody did a wonderful job decorating. The lights are so bright and colorful, and the Christmas trees make it feel even more like Christmas. Does anyone have any last-minute suggestions before the party tomorrow night? I don't think so, they said. At that moment, Magic spoke up and said, now for a special announcement. A special gift has been ordered for Mama Jacci. What is it? They asked. Yeah, what is it? Magic pulled out the picture the volunteer gave him. Here it is. He held it up for all to see. Whoa, they gasped. It kind of looks like all of us, said Canvey. We wanted to get her something to remind her of all of us. Some past and some present, he said. It's perfect, they replied. Meanwhile, Mama Jacci had last-minute preparations of her own to finish, such as ordering some of the food and wrapping gifts for the residents. Several other volunteers were going to Mama Jacci's that night to help with the gift wrapping. Some of them brought gifts for their favorite residents, and let's be honest now, many of the volunteers do have their favorites. Papa Steve also needed to try the Santa suit on one more time to be sure everything fit properly for his big debut. It was 6:00 p.m., and some of the volunteers arrived at Mama Jacci's house. They had a good time showing each other what they bought for the residents. They also told funny stories from the past while they wrapped the gifts and prepared some of the special requested food for the party, like the seafood pate egg rolls. Ooh. And the pigs in a blanket. You can't get those in a restaurant. Mama Jacci suggested Papa Steve try on the Santa suit and give them a preview. He put the suit on and walked around saying, ho, 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 Merry Christmas, in his deepest voice. He was going to be the perfect Santa. They took all the wrapped presents and loaded them in the sack. All in all, they were ready now for the party. When morning came, DeRachel and Magic asked a volunteer if Mama Jacci's gift had arrived. The party was that night, and they couldn't go without it. No, not yet, she replied, but it is due to arrive later this morning. Good. We need to wrap it, said Magic. I will bring it to you the minute it arrives, she said. A few hours passed, and DeRachel was getting nervous. What would they do if the gift didn't arrive? It's now 10 a.m. and the UPS truck finally showed up carrying the Christmas gift. The volunteer took it from the driver and brought it straight to DeRachel and Magic, who were anxiously awaiting its arrival. Here it is, she said. Magic took the box from the volunteer and zoomed in back to wrap it. Come on, D-Man, let's go, he shouted. They sat at her desk and rolled out the wrapping paper. DeRachel held it while Magic cut it. Then he wrapped it around the box and carefully taped it. Need more tape? Asked DeRachel. No, I have enough. There is plenty in her desk. We all know how much Mama loves tape, said Magic. After a few minutes, it was all wrapped in shiny gold paper and then topped with a big red bow, because in DeRachel's mind, if you close your eyes, the gold is like an angel and the bow is like its wings. Awesome job, Magic. It looks almost professional. While they cleaned up their mess, DeRachel somehow accidentally got a piece of Scotch tape stuck on the bottom of his foot. And, well, we all know what happened next. He danced around wildly, trying to get it off. Hang on, D-Man. I'll help you, said Magic. DeRachel threw himself on the floor. And you stay right here, buddy. And stuck his feet up in Magic's face. Magic gently peeled the tape off his foot. There you go, buddy. Let's go put the present under the tree. They wandered out front and saw the place was hopping. Music was playing, the Christmas lights were on, and soon the smell of yummy food would fill the air. They chuckled when they passed by Ramsey. He was laying on the couch with the light shining bright, and his feet was tapping to the music. Coralie and Elma were trying on their Santa's hats while Vernon was trying to get Marilyn under the mistletoe. She kept running away, saying, "It's too early for cuddle time, Vern." The volunteers started setting up the tables where the food and drinks would go. Wow, this is going to be great, said DeRachel. I wonder what time Santa is coming, he thought. While last-minute preparations were underway, the gang decided to take a short nap since it was going to be a late evening. With all the activity going on out in the main area, they decided to nap in another room where it was quiet. Shortly after, some of the food that was ordered started to arrive, like Spiker's anchovy and sardine pizza and Coralie's KFC. Of course, Mama Jackie, Papa Steve, and the volunteers would have some of their own favorite foods too. A couple hours had passed, and one by one, the gang awoke and stumbled out, all sleepy-faced and ready to party. Let me scooch up a little bit. Here, Rachel, we gotta move you just a little. I'm gonna move the cam down just a little so they can see you a little bit more. Okay? There, they want to see you. Yeah. I have to keep juggling them a little. It was now 3 p.m. and FFRC started to fill with guests, many of which were the volunteers. They came dressed in Christmas sweaters and reindeer antlers, while others wore Santa hats. One volunteer even had Christmas lights around her neck and jingle bells on her shoes. It was turning out to be the best night ever. Some of the residents made their way over to greet everyone, while others were sneaking food off the table. Rachel noticed that the Christmas trees were loaded with gifts, but no sign of Santa. He whispered to Magic, "Have you seen Santa yet?" "No," Magic replied, "but it's still early." A few of the residents were checking out the Christmas tree. They were picking up the gifts and shaking them to see if they could figure out what they were. These were the gifts sent from FFRC supporters. Coralie picked up one gift and shook it. Then she sniffed it and said, "Smells like catnip." Lucy and Marilyn grabbed a package wrapped in pretty red and green paper and said, "This one feels like it has small round things in it. Maybe it's bouncy balls." Ramsey, you had a blast at Christmas time, didn't
Yep,
you?
I'm going to bed.
Nighty-night,
Do
baby.
you want Vernon in his cage now?
Yeah, let's put him in. We can turn the light off then. Lucy and Marilyn grabbed a package wrapped in pretty red and green paper and said, "This one feels like it has small round things in it. Maybe it's bouncy balls." The center was filled with guests, and just then Mama Jackie and Papa Steve stepped forward. Hold still. Stepped forward to welcome everybody to the Christmas party. It was a great year for FFRC, and this was one way of showing their appreciation for all the hard work given by the volunteers and their families. Rachel eagerly looked around, waiting for Santa to arrive. When he looked towards the door, he noticed a gentleman standing there who just so happened to look like Santa, watching them. The man walked over to Rachel and Magic and said, "Great party." They looked at him confused because they didn't know who he was. Magic said, "Has anyone ever told you that you look like Santa Claus?" The man laughed in that deep Santa way. "Ah, yes, I get that a lot. Let's just say I am a friend of FFRC. Thank you to Rachel for inviting me to the party," he said, and then he winked. He walked away and quietly mingled among the guests. I think everyone just thought he was a guest. A little while later, the mysterious man left and watched from outside. Rachel went up to Mama Jackie and said, "Santa was just here. Did you see him?" "Not yet," she told him. "He was coming and should be here shortly." That was Papa Steve's cue to disappear and put his Santa suit on. He slipped through the door without anyone seeing and then made his entrance through the main area door a few minutes later. "Ho, ho, ho, Merry Christmas," he shouted, carrying a sack full of gifts. Everybody turned and looked. "It's Santa," the residents shouted. Has anyone been good, girls and boys?" he asked. "Yes, we have," they replied. "Gather around, I have gifts for all," he said. The first gift went to Ramsey. It was a 3-tier orange ball racer. That was one of his favorites. He slapped the ball around like a crazy man. Next up was Hensley. He got a new fishing pole with feathers on the end of it. He loved when the volunteers waved it around, he would jump at it. While everyone was gathered around Santa, Magic and Rachel grabbed Mama Jackie's present from under the tree. I think Rachel's fallen asleep. We will give this to her after everyone is done opening their presents, said Magic. The floor was littered with wrapping paper and bows from presents being torn open. Even the volunteers. And there you go, buddy. I think he needs to stretch. The floor was littered with wrapping paper and bows from presents being torn open. Even the volunteers got in on the action. Everyone was having a great time, and none of the residents knew that Papa Steve was wearing the Santa suit. When the last present was opened, Magic and DeRachel stepped forward. Attention, everyone. Please, may I have your attention? Mama Jackie, please come forward. Oh. Magic spoke up, saying Christmas is just one time of year that we should be thankful for not only what we receive, but for what we are able to give. Words cannot express how grateful and thankful we, the residents, are for Mama Jackie. She helped each and every one of us through some difficult and traumatizing times. The love of her and the volunteers have done amazing and miraculous things for us. We have heard her say that sometimes she doesn't know how to say thank you enough, and we truly understand that feeling. She always says, do something good for someone, and that feeling of goodness bounces back to you. We know it isn't much, but this gift is one way we show our love and appreciation for you. We hope it brings a smile and reminds you of us all. DeRachel handed Mama Jackie the box. She graciously took it and hugged and kissed them both. So I have a box here that is gold and a red bow, and I was told to have it here because I would find out what to do. So now my next note says, open the box. DeRachel, Magic, all of you. DeRachel's celebrating, he's eating.
Yeah, he's hungry.
He's hungry. So
Are you hungry too?
I have no idea what this is.
Nyota?
It says Merry Christmas, and it's all in gold paper. Wow. Rachel, Magic, you guys did a beautiful job wrapping. Must have come through Amazon. I think I just have to rip it open. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, I love it. Oh, look.
Has it got their pictures? Or they just sort of
They're
like
looky-likes. Isn't that awesome? Oh my
here,
goodness.
Nyota.
And it's a hoodie. And it has strings. The God has strings because that's what Kiara likes. Oh my goodness.
Come on.
I love this, kitties. You guys are the best. The best of the best of the bestest kitties. All right, we have to finish our story, though. Yeah, see, it says open box. Oops. Uh-oh. Oh, Sarah says, I know you love me so much. Yes, I do. She opened it and smiled. It did remind her of all of them. She held it up and everyone smiled. It was so sweet of the residents to do. They all gathered around her, drawing close. Well, she said, I don't know what to say. Thank you. Each and every one of you have brought a great joy into my life. It is my passion of love and care for every cat and kitten that comes through the doors of FFRC. Once again, I have become humbled from your kindness and generosity. I love you all, and I do love you all. As the night went on, Mama Jackie was talking with some of the volunteers. They couldn't believe how well Steve pulled off being Santa. Just then, DeRachel went up to Mama Jackie and the volunteers and said, Did you see Santa? He was here. Yes, dear Rachel, we saw him. How could we miss the guy in the red suit? She replied. No, not him, the other guy. He came up to me and Magic during the party. Didn't you see him? Mama Jackie just looked at him. I don't understand her, Rachel. What do you mean? Sure you do. He walked by everyone. He must have received our letter because he thanked us for inviting him. Mama Jackie just brushed it off as it beamed to Rachel's overactive imagination. He must be referring to one of the guests, since there were so many. Moments later, a couple of the other volunteers were talking to her, and they asked who the gentleman was hanging around the party. He didn't say much. He just wandered around and smiled. Then he left and watched from outside, they said. That must be who Rachel was talking about, she said. I guess we will never know who he was. Well, everybody, it turned out to be a fantastic evening. One FFRC will remember for years to come, said Mama Jackie. Suddenly, Spiker said, Hey, look over there. It looks like Vernon is at it again. Oops. They turned to look and saw Vernon and Marilyn smooching under the mistletoe. He just doesn't give up, said Walter. Vernon looked up and said, From all of us at FFRC, we want to wish you a very Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Cindy, thank you a million. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And kiddies, I love you all so much. I love my sweatshirt. Did you see it, Zelda? There's a Zelda look-alike. This is really, really cool.
Yes, but this other one looks like...
This looks like magic.
But this one looks like the face.
Up here now?
No.
Or one of our...
The one that used to be on the...
porch.
You know, one of that used to be on the... in the greeting room.
Yes.
The one with the leg.
Yes.
Oh.
No. I know it's got... You'll wake up in the middle of the night.
Well, you can't think of it either.
Yeah, I know. Not right now. I'm still thinking about Vernon and Marilyn under the mistletoe.
The one that went to the other rescue.
Walter.
No.
I mean, oh.
See, I don't feel
Gray
so.
and white.
Yeah.
Oh my golly, Moses. My brain says I can't do it. Thank you. And Cindy, thank you, thank you, thank you.
But that does look like in the face.
So the word is, Cindy's got another inspiration for another book or another story, she said, and this one doesn't have anything to do with holidays, so I guess we'll have to wait. Yeah, Zelda Belda Box Girl. She's the only one.
Okay, I guess I'm done.
Thank you, Martha. You're awesome. I appreciate you.
I'll see you Thursday. You have a nice time tomorrow.
You too.
Thanks for your help. I'm hoping. Seymour. Jim, she figured out who we met. Yeah, it does look like Seymour.
Yeah.
You guys have a Merry Christmas. I'll see you Thursday.
I gotta have a drink. I'm gonna leave the kiddies play with
You need
that.
a drink?
Well, okay. And you guys can play with this too,
But you better
Rachel.
take my sweater
Yeah,
off.
I'll take that off. Yeah,
Oh, look,
no worries.
he says. I collapse. Oh my God, it doesn't even come halfway down in me. I love it.
First time you wore that, he was a baby.
Not still a baby.
Yeah.
I'm a big baby now.
Yeah. Santa is coming.
Huh?
Santa is coming.
That's right, so I better get home.
All right. Thank you, Martha.
Thank you for the stuff.
Yeah. Hey, you take care. I'll see you Thursday.
Yep,
All
I'll
right.
be here.
Enjoy your day. So, yeah. And I have an apology to make. I never got the upside down tree up. I'm just going to tell you right off the top. Y'all already know it. But I don't know what happened to December. I think I overextended everything and I simply ran out of time. So It never did get put up. We were going to try to do it Sunday, and then it was like Sunday was crazy, and then that brought Monday, and that was so busy with adoptions, but it's just been a super busy month, and I just simply didn't get it done. Yes, I like that, Nance. Much love and wishes for peace. Yeah. Thank you, Dark. Thank you, Dark Cat. You're, oh. Tina, I gotta tell you, I thought that said you're an unusual lady. I was gonna say that's, yeah, I do some unusual things. But I appreciate what you really said. Yeah. That's right. Maybe next year. Life goes on. I think we, between all the things that we did this month, which was more than what we usually do, we kind of overextended all of us. Good. Trees. Who is that talking? I saw what you were doing, Missy. Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. So on Thursday, let me go look, and so I say it right. Right, DeRachel? Boy, you're a good party planner, DeRachel. Thursday. There's supposed to be an adoption around 1 o'clock. That might be Chardonnay, but they haven't met her yet. So, as what happens sometimes, they come in and to look at one, and they go out with another. So we don't know for sure, but they especially want to see Chardonnay. And then also Thursday at 3:30, 4 o'clock, the people who have already visited and has chosen Cashew will be coming. Cashew is in need of a dental, so we're going to go ahead and let the adoption happen, because we don't want to keep her here just for the dental, because it's going to be 3 weeks till it's the scheduled surgery date is there. And then they will bring her back. I think her surgery's on a Monday, and they'll bring her back on Sunday, and then probably come back and pick her up Monday evening or Tuesday. So, but that one is for Cashew. And then so I think we have 2 families coming Friday, I think it is, to look at kitties. And maybe by then, our 3 of the kitties that are in the back will be able to be coming up here. The 2 little tigers, or the 2 little babies. That one is really, really little yet. Tristan Rudy. He is just a little twerp, but he goes all around that room like he's got little angel wings on him. He's a busy boy. So we'll see how fast we can get them moved up here. But they today I worked on their treatments and have their vaccines all current, and they're getting their panicure every day. The one thing I don't like to do. Yeah, we got the bestest mods, we got the bestest admins, we got the bestest lurkers and the chatters, bestest volunteers, and bestest kitties in the world, right, Fern? Right? Let me have that before you start chewing on it. And I wanted to tell you, I've already gotten pictures of Pierre, and he's already doing his scarf thing. So it looked like he was settling in really well. And I also got pictures of Dune and Cardi that went with them. And they look happy as happy can be. So that was really nice. Yep, our new traditions. We love traditions. And I've also heard from a couple of the other ones, and everyone that I've heard from is doing super good so far. And they will be. Who is making that noise? Goodness gracious alive, Vernon. You are a loud noiser. Oh, any updates on Donna? I know you guys miss her. I miss her. Yeah, I've talked to her quite a bit today. And she promised me she would eat, or I was going to go over and spoon feed her, I said. We were going to go to the urgent care this afternoon just because her temperature just kind of goes up and down. She does not have a cough. But the urgent care's closed early. We were going to go this afternoon after the 1 o'clock time I had set for today. And they were closed. So she's going to be okay. She's going to be okay. She's caught probably one of those flu things. And her kitties are keeping her warm and keeping her company. She has her food over there. I call her and bug her every day. Fern, we got to find you a home, honey. You're such a good boy. Yeah. Oh, your Christmas day now. Merry Christmas. Yeah, I'll tell her. I told her today that a lot of you folks had asked about her and that she was missed. She has a spark of life, doesn't she? Yeah, my family and I love her to pieces. All right, well, I think I'm going to go in. Rachel, you ready to take your duds off there? Oh, Lena's down here. I'm telling you, if I could take another cat in the house, I'd be taking Lena. She loves me. They scared themselves. I will, Jabber. I will. I will tell her. And Cindy, another big thank you to you for our story. I've got all of them in there, and I'm going to put them together. And also, just one last thing. We had the computer guy come in today to check this computer out. That is the one that we use for the cabana, because you all know that we don't have the cabana up right now. And we may hear something Friday about that computer, or it may be Monday. So we're just impatiently waiting to see what's up with it. Hi, Rose. Oh, Karen and the girls are doing great. They were here Karen was here last Sunday. It's kind of sad because now the two older ones are old enough, they have jobs. And they don't always get to come as often as what I like them to. And also on Sunday, Josh and Ashlyn and Jeremiah was here. He's getting big and smiling. He's so cute. Okay, I think I'm caught up. All right, you all have a wonderful Christmas Eve. Lena's down here playing. I'm going to see if I can keep her there, and I'll show you. Here, Lena, my girl. Here, Lena. Remember when she came in, she was so scared. You're a pretty cool girl, aren't you? All right. I think I'm going to put you guys down lower tonight. Then you'll have more of a view of the floor with the kitties. This is Tuesday. It's possible Kathy might be coming over tonight to do the last scoop. I'm not sure since it's Christmas Eve. And did I put the storybook back? Yes, we did. Oh, Vern, what are you doing, bud? What are you saying? I hear you. Come on. Ho, ho, ho. Now you kitties all should be going to bed. I got a big chicken breakfast for you in the morning. All right, you guys want your quilt down? Hi, Jess, or Zelda, and Derecho. Derecho, where's my boy? There you are. Come on, we better take that off for nighttime. Okay? Okay. There you go. There. Come on, Derecho. It's your quilt. One of Derecho's favorite things in the world. All right. Dakota, I'm gonna move. Oh, it's okay. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm gonna move you here. There you go. Just a minute. I'm trying. Zelda, I love you. You're my girl, aren't you? Here comes your Rachel. Says move aside, folks. Move aside. And Ramsey's put away. Lucy, you doing okay, baby girl? Alright, there you go. Alright. Yeah, I'm just getting things situated for nighttime. Yeah, I'll be, yep, and I'll be right in. Okay, what do you guys think? Oh, Lucy. Oh, Lucy, you're so excited. Here, Chardonnay. Here, Lucy. Here, Snug.